I recently found myself in need of having some protective guards for some of my machines, so I decided to make a video about it. In this case, I need to protect this drill from coolant and chips. The guard attaches to the mill here with some flathead screws. I put a self-adhesive felt pad here to control vibrations. I like to plan out a basic shape and cut it to size before drilling and bending. To cut the plastic to shape, I bought this scoring knife. Score it a few times against some straight material and it'll snap off with a pretty smooth edge. A lot of people refer to clear plastic as plexiglass. There are several different types of clear plastic sheeting: Lexan, Makrolon, Perspex, Oroglass, Optics, and plexiglass. This material is Optics. It's the least expensive clear plastic available at a nearby building supply store. See there? Nice and smooth. Here's my bending method. I put a bolt through one end of these flat plates and use a C-clamp to hold them together. Then another set of plates is used for the smaller side of the bend. Peeling back the protective film keeps it from getting melted together from the heat. Lining up the plate with the plastic makes for a straighter bend. I expose about a ½ inch between the pieces of aluminum to make a fairly tight bend. You can use a heat gun to soften the material. Optics will bend using the low settings on my heat gun, but the more expensive grades like Lexan and Makrolon require a lot more heat. Hold the bent area in place for a minute or two to let it cool before removing the plates. I made a wood mold that ends up being the outer shape of a bulge. To make the mold, I carved out the wood with a really large ball end mill and smoothed it all down. As you heat the material, you can push down with a file handle or anything that is similar to the shape you're making. Then hold it down for a bit until it cools enough to hold the shape. If you use wood for a mold, there can be some residue that seeps out and gets on the plastic. Some alcohol on a soft cloth should clean it up. A method I use for making holes is to clamp it between two pieces of aluminum. You can drill a hole through the aluminum first and line up a mark on the material where you want the hole. Drilling slowly with light pressure helps keep cracks from forming. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit like to support the channel. And don't forget your safety glasses when you work in the shop. A lot of things can be made from clear plastic. If you have ideas and better ways to make things, feel free to make some videos and post them. I always like to see other people's ideas. And I like input, so please leave a comment, especially if it's positive or entertaining.